So, we're going to do that 26 and 2 yoga for those of you that were here last time. It's the same poses, and that's part of what I really like about this yoga, is that it's the same postures over again, and you can work on doing the same thing and try to get a little deeper in the stretch. So this is 26 postures, 2 times through. So the second time, I'll talk through it all the time, but the first time we'll kind of talk through it, we'll do the posture. The second time we'll try to get right into it and try to get a little deeper than the first time. Okay? So we're going to start with pranayama breathing. So let's interlock fingers beneath the chin.
First this, yeah.
Yep, and then begin by breathing in as deep as you can. Elbows come up. And release. And back in. So we're getting deep breath, expanding the lungs. Good stretch in the shoulders. And release. Good. Back in. Stretching the lungs, warming up the breathing by getting as deep as you can. And then releasing, trying to totally empty out the lungs. Down, elbows touch at the bottom. A little stretch in the fingers also. Two more, make them our deepest ones of this set. Last one. Good job. And arms down by your side. Awesome. Just take a quick second, take a deep breath, and then we're going to do that set one more time. So let's begin. Interlocking fingers right beneath the chin. Begin by breathing in as deep as you can. Elbows up as high as you can get them. Good job, good job. Two more, let's make these our deepest of the day. Good, and arms down by your side. And another cool thing that you'll start to see is how each posture starts to warm you up for the next one, right? So that, the breathing, obviously we need to use all day. And then the shoulders, now we're going to do the half moon posture. So our arms go overhead, and now this is a lot of shoulders that we just loosened up, right? So try to keep biceps with ears, interlocking fingers, pointer finger out, and let's just move side to side to start to loosen up your obliques, your abs, your lower back. One more time. Good. And let's meet in the middle. Make yourself nice and tall out of your chair. On the exhale, you're gonna lean your upper body to your left. So let's mirror mid. Yep, chin up and out. Try to get that right armpit a little bit towards the ceiling. Open the chest up. Good, every exhale, just get a little bit further. Really try to push those biceps with yours. That's gonna work the shoulders. Good, and switch. Meet in the middle. Make yourself nice and tall again out of your chair. On the exhale, let's do upper body to your right. Try to get that left shoulder a little towards the ceiling so your chest is almost facing the ceiling. Chin up and out. Biceps tight with ears. Every exhale, try to get a little further so you're stretching that left side, your left obliques, your left lats. Good, and switch. We're meeting in the middle again. Make yourself tall. On the exhale now, let's let our neck hang back. Let it loosen up. And then gradually try to bring your biceps back to ears. That's really tough. I can't even get it because of my shoulders, but think that and try to stretch your shoulders like that. And if you can at all, kind of let your lower back hang too. We're just letting everything hang back now. Good, and switch. So back to the middle. Now we're gonna lower down to the front. Try to keep your biceps with ears. If you have to put your hands on your knees for support, that's fine. But once you get all the way down, let's grip the back of our heels. Now from here, if you can, let's get those legs straight as you can. You'll probably have a slight bend still. And we're just going to hold this for 2 deep breaths. Good, let's bring feet back in. Try if you can, get biceps with ears. So let's come up the way we went down. Once you're back to sitting up straight, arms back down by your side. Awesome. Take a second, bring everything back to homeostasis. And then we're going to go through that again. So, arms overhead, biceps with ears, interlocking fingers, pointer fingers out. I'm going to give you less instruction this time. Just try to get as deep as you can. So on the exhale, let's move your upper body to your left. Every exhale, try to get a little deeper. Feel where you're stretching. Get a little further. One more time. And switch. Meet in the middle. Give yourself tall. On the exhale, your upper body to the right. Good, and release. Knees back in the middle. Get tall, and then we're going to let the neck hang. Try to get biceps back with ears. And look where your fingers are pointing. That's a good reference and something to push for. Try to point further back, further back. Good, and release. Biceps with you. Now rounding down. Until you're down to your legs. And then try to get a grip behind your heels. Extend your legs if you can. And we're going to hold for 2 deep breaths. Even if you're just at the compression without legs extended, that's fine. The compression's good too. Good. Bring your feet back in. Arms back overhead, biceps with ears. Come up the way you went down. Arms down by your side. Good job. Breathe. And then we're going to go into awkward posture. So we're going to work those shoulders again. So arms straight, straight up in front. We're gonna hold this a second. Arms out to the side, try to get as straight out as you can. Back in. Raise up on your tippy toes as high as you can. Arms out to the side. Back in. Heels down a second. Now we're going to slightly raise your heels up, so not as high as they were before. Push your quads and knees together. Yep. And then arms out to the side. Back in. Good. Legs apart. Heels down. Arms down by your side. Good. Quick breath. And let's go through that again. So, arms straight. Straight up in front. Hold a second. To the side. Back in. Come up on your tippy toes as high as you can. Out to the side. Back in. Heels down. Now heels slightly up. Knees and quads together. Out to the side. Back in. Legs apart. Heels down. Arms down by your side. Good job. Take a deep breath. And we're going to do eagle posture next. So this is going to stretch shoulders and legs. So let's start arms overhead, but then we're immediately going to get our right arm underneath our left. So I kind of lean forward and use a little momentum. Actually, I'm sorry. Let's get your left under your right so that you're mirroring me. But same thing. So I kind of lean forward, use a little momentum to get my arms underneath because we're trying to interlock fingers. So you see, even on this side, I can't do it yet. But you can use that grip to kind of pull on your thumbs, try to get to your fingers. And then we're pulling our arms down to try to get our shoulders in as much of a straight line as possible. You're wrapping your left leg over your right. If you can, we're trying to get that foot as much behind our calf as we can. If it's not there yet, then just point it that way, and that'll help stretch and get it there eventually. Keep everything straight forward. We're just leaning forward as much as you can, and let's hold this for 2 deep breaths. Good, and release. So uncross your legs, arms go up. Now we're going to immediately switch our arms the other way. So you're going your right arm underneath your left, trying to interlock fingers. You can kind of do it on this side. Pull your arms down so that you're trying to get your shoulders in a straight line with each other. Now your right leg over your left. Yep. Trying to wrap those toes behind your calf. We're going to keep everything in a straight line, straight forward. Lean forward as much as you can. And hold for 2 deep breaths. Good job. Let everything unravel. Legs come undone. Arms overhead. And back down by your side. Good job. Take 2 deep breaths. Single leg stretching. So we're going to start with our right leg. We'll all start with our right leg. And let's start by pulling up on your leg. If you can, wherever you're at today is fine. So wherever you need to stop and work on the stretching, that's fine. But if you can, we're going to start crawling down until we get to our toes. And then from there, we can start to get your leg as straight as you can for a stretch. Good job. Wherever you're at, that's awesome. Just hold where you're at and work from there. Yep. Good. Release. Let that right foot down, however you brought it out. And then we're going to work on the left. So same thing. Start by pulling this way, pulling your knee up. Get a grip of your toe here. And then just as far as you can get out, it's totally fine. Hold that. breathe, and then try to get a little further. Good, and release. Left foot down the way you brought it down. Take a deep breath. We're going to do those one more time. Good, so let's start with that right knee one more time. Pulling that up. Getting those legs as straight as you can. Right foot down. We're going to bring the left foot up. Good, and release. Awesome.
We do an optional back bend to kind of reverse what we just did because we were really leaning forward.
Yeah, good job. Cool. Now we're going to go into bow posture. So, bow's called bow because you're actually making your upper body like you're pulling on a bow, and we're stretching your upper body. You're going to actually use your leg to stretch your upper body. So, right leg back a bit. We're going to do an underhand with our right hand, and I want you to grab underhand where you can on your leg. So even if you're staying here and right under your knee is as high as you can grab, that's fine. If you can get to your ankle, I want you to try to get to your ankle and pick that leg up as much as you can. Yep. Now left arm, yep, that's the hardest part though. Left arm is going to reach forward. Good. Now just kind of try to kick that right foot into your right hand because that's going to push your shoulder and get that equal and opposite stretch. Yep. And then this is it. This is bow. Hold that and just work on that. Try to kind of kick that hand. Good job. And release. Yep. So now we're just going to switch that. So same thing. Let's bring that left foot back a bit. Underhand grip with that left hand. Wherever you're at is fine. If you're just under your knee, if you have to leave your foot on the ground, that's fine. If you can get down to your ankles, and if you can pick your leg up at all, that's awesome. If you even have to grab a leg of the chair, that's fine. But let's reach forward with that right arm to get that equal and opposite stretch. And then kicking that left foot, if you're holding that left leg, kicking that left leg into your left hand. Good, and release. Awesome. Just take a quick breath, and we're going to do those again. Good job. Cool. So let's go right leg back. Right hand under your hand grip. Getting as low as you can towards your ankle, not past the ankle though. Left arm out. Kicking right leg into right hand. And getting that equal and opposite stretch. Left foot back, underhand grip with the left hand, as low as you can on your leg. Right arm out, kicking left foot into left hand. Good, and release. Awesome. Take a deep breath. Next is called balancing stick. So we're going to put your right leg as straight as you can and out to the side of it. Arms overhead, interlocking fingers, pointer finger up. You're tucking your chin and rounding down halfway. So I don't want you to get all the way to your leg. We're going to work the lower back a bit here. So let's just hold this wherever you're at for 2 deep breaths. Good, and switch. Come up the way you went down. Right foot comes in, left leg goes down. Tuck your chin and rounding down about halfway. breaths. Good. Come up the way you went down. Left leg in, arms down by your side. Good. 2 deep breaths, and we'll do that again. How's everyone feeling? Okay? Good. Awesome. All right. Second time through. So, arms overhead, interlocking fingers, pointer finger out, right leg out to the side, tucking the chin, rounding down halfway, and let's hold for 2 deep breaths. Good, and release. Right leg comes in, left leg in, tuck the chin, round down halfway. Good, and switch. Come up the way you went down, feet in, arms down by your sides. Good job. Awesome. Next we're going to do separate leg stretching. So both legs are going to go out as straight and as wide as you can. Arms out to the side. On the exhale, you're tucking the chin and rounding down, trying to grab just as low as you can on your legs. Wherever you're at is okay, is fine today. Just stay there and try to use the grip to pull a little lower. The aim is to get down to the ankles. And let the neck hang wherever you're at. If you're not all the way down, every exhale, try to just get a little tiny bit further. Good. Switch. Come up the way you went down. Arms are at your side. Feet come in, and then arms down by your side. Awesome. Take a deep breath. Good. Do that one more time. Try to get down a little further this time. So both legs out and straight. Arms to the side. On the exhale, tucking the chin, rounding down, getting your grip as low as you can. Good, and release. Come up the way you went down. Feet come in, arms down by your side. Awesome. We're going to go into triangle now. So, we're going to bring the right leg to the right and at a 90-degree angle. Your left leg, you're just going to try to keep back and straighten the tad. Arms come out to the side. On the exhale, we're rotating hands, rotating upper body so that the right elbow's with the right knee, chin is with the left shoulder, looking up through the arm towards the ceiling. Your right elbow is pushing your right knee back a bit, and your left arm, try to rotate that back a bit too, to get those stretches. That's going to stretch your lower back. Good, and switch. So upper body rotates. Let's bring both legs in to start. Left leg goes out to the side. We're going to straighten that right leg a tad. On the exhale, rotate hands, rotate upper body. So left elbow is pushing against that left knee. Right arm should be straight towards the ceiling. Chin with that right shoulder looking through the arm towards the ceiling. So trying to rotate that right arm back a bit. Left elbow, try to push that knee back a bit. Good, and release. Upper body rounds up, bring both legs into a minute. Arms down by your side. Good job. Take 2 deep breaths. Cool, we'll go through that again. So bring that right leg out to the side, keep it at 90 degrees. Left leg, back and straight a tad, a little straighter. Arms out to the side. On the exhale, we're rotating hands, rotating upper body. And try to get that twist back with your left arm. separate forehead to knee. So, right leg is going to come back out straight again. We're going to bring hands overhead, but in prayer this time. So palms flat, and then just crossing your fingers. Now, this time, I want you to tuck your chin, and we're rounding down to try to get your forehead to touch the knee. So the most important thing is that your forehead touches the knee. If you need to bend your knee more to help get your forehead down, that's fine. I want that to be your first goal, to get forehead to knee. And then once forehead's to knee, if you want to work on pushing your legs straighter, that's fine. But let's get the compression first. That's going to help work thyroid, and then stretch second. And you can use your hands on your legs as much as you need to give yourself support. Good. Wherever you're at now, let's go biceps back with ears. Round up the way you rounded down. Bring that right leg in. Left leg's going out to the side now. Tucking the chin. Rounding down. Getting forehead to knee. Once you get there, use those hands to brace yourself as much as you need to keep forehead on knee, and to then start working on the stretch. Good, and switch. Come up the way you went down. Your chin should untuck flat. Feet to the front, arms down by your side. Good, take 3 deep breaths. You might feel yourself warming up on that one. You're starting to work that thyroid, that builds the metabolism, starts raising up everything. All right, let's go through that one more time. Arms overhead in prayer, so palms flat, crossing thumbs, right leg out to the side, tucking the chin, or rounding down, forehead to knee. Good, release. Come up the way you went in. Right leg in, left leg out. Tucking the chin, rounding down, forehead to knee. Good, and switch. Come up the way you went in. Chin untucked last, feet to the front, arms down by your side. Awesome. Take a deep breath. Cool, and we just have tree left, so we're going to work on stretching this hip. So let's bring your left foot up as much as you can. So again, if this is the stretch for you today, that's fine. If you can, let's try to cross it over. And then put your right hand under your foot, left hand on your knee, and kind of pushing on that knee to get a bit of a hip stretch. You should feel it stretch in there. Yep, that's all we're doing on this one, is stretch. Trying to get that leg crossed over is the practice for you right now, that's fine. Get an underhand grip under that foot, and then work on pushing in. Good, and switch. We'll go right into this one. So let's hit that other leg again one more time. Make sure to get a really good stretch with that hip. So that's considered halfway through the practice. Now we usually do something that's called Savasana. A lot of times the posture for Savasana is lying on your back. Feet are heels down, toes out to the side, and then you lie with palms facing the ceiling. And this is supposed to bring blood flow back to normal, oxygen back to normal. So we can kind of do it in our chairs legs out, heels touch. Just let your palms hang out and just relax. We're just gonna relax for a couple seconds. Getting ready for the second half. We're going to start with wind removing posture. So try to interlock your fingers below your knee, and all we're doing is trying to pull that knee as far in towards your right shoulder as possible. Keep as good posture as you can, shoulders down and back. It's almost like you're using your biceps to pull that knee in. Good, and release. Switch knees. We're going to do the same thing with your left leg now. Left knee in towards your left shoulder. Good posture, shoulders down and back. Good, and release. Fall forward, try to wrap your arms around your knees and grip the opposite elbows. We're going to sit for 2 deep breaths. Good, and release. Come up the way you went down. Yep, we'll take 1 deep breath. Good, and let's do that again. So interlocking fingers underneath your right knee and start pulling that right knee in towards your right shoulder. Good, and release. Good, and falling forward, wrapping arms around your knee, gripping opposite elbows, and taking 2 deep breaths. Good job. Come up the way you went down. Awesome. So we're going to go into cobra posture. So we are going to use our hands on our legs for this one. Slowly lower down all the way as far as you can, trying to get to the top of your legs. Now from here, we're going to work your lower back a bit. Try to look up as high as you can, like you're rounding your back. Wherever you're looking at the ceiling, try to look a little further back. Good. Let yourself down and then come up the way we went down. Good. Just take 1 deep breath. And we'll do that one more time. Hands on the knees. Slowly lower yourself as far as you can. And then once you're all the way down, you look up as far back as you can. Good, and release. Let your upper body down first, then come up the way you went down. Awesome. Take a deep breath. Good, locust posture. So you're going to get a grip up on the front of your chair with your left hand. We'll grip like the back bottom of the chair with your right hand, and we're getting right leg as straight as you can, and then we're going to work the glutes by trying to pick it up and back as much as you can. Yeah? Wherever you're at, it's fine. If you're working on getting the leg straight, then work on just lifting it at all. Good, and release. Bring the leg back in. We'll switch hands. Get that left leg as straight as possible. Then try to pick it up off the ground and bring it back as much as possible. deep breath. Good, and we'll go back to that right leg. So left hand on the front of the chair, right hand on the back of the chair, right leg out, straight, stiff line. Pick it up and back as much as you can. Good, and release. Switch hands and feet. Left leg stiff and long. Bring it up as much as you can and back as much as you can. Hold on this posture. So we're going legs just out straight in front, arms straight out to the side.
Leaning back as much as you can.
Good, and release. Just bring everything back in. Take one deep breath. And then we'll go back into that again. So legs straight out. Arms out to the side. Yep. And then just leaning back.
And letting everything hang.
Good, and release. Bring everything in. Take a deep breath. Good, so now we're gonna do the opposite of that with bow posture. So bring both your feet back as much as you can. And we're trying to get a grip at your feet. If you can't reach both of your feet to bring them up here, then same thing. Get a grip where you can, even if it's at your knees. But if you can, get a grip at your ankles, and then
You're just leaning back as much as you can.
good, and release. Awesome. Take 2 deep breaths. Good, and let's do that one more time. So wherever you were at for your grip, try to get a little bit lower, even if it's just a little bit. Pull those legs up as much as you can, and lean back as much as you can. Good, and release. Awesome. Bring everything back to the front and take 2 deep breaths. Good. So similar to what we just did, but now just to focus on the legs for their stretch, we're going to bring the right leg to the side and just try to pull that one leg up as much as you can to stretch your quad. And we're just going to hold for 2 deep breaths. Good, and release. Same thing with the left leg. Bring that left leg back. Get a grip as low as you can. Pull up as high as you can. Really feel like you're trying to stretch that quad. Good, and release. We'll go right back into it. So let's go right leg back. Try to grip, if you weren't all the way down, try to grip a little lower. Even if you're at your ankle, maybe try to get to like the top of your foot and pull that heel towards your butt. Good, and release. Last time on that left side. Good, and release. Coming back to the middle, take 1 deep breath. Awesome. So now we're getting into tortoise. So we're going to start arms overhead, biceps with ears. On the exhale, we're tucking the chin, And I want you to try to round down forehead to knee. And then you're sitting here and trying to get a grip of the front legs of the chair. Keep really good posture with your shoulders. Think down and back, and that's going to help pull and stretch the upper and middle back. Good, and release. So we're going to go biceps back with you. Come up the way you went down. Arms down by your side. Good. Take a deep breath. And I'll do that one more time. So arms overhead, biceps with ears, tucking the chin. And we're trying to get forehead to touch the knees. And if you get that forehead to touch the knees, let's try to get a grip of the front legs of the chair. Good posture with your shoulders down and back. Good, and release. Come up the way you went down. Chin should untuck last. Arms down by your side. Awesome. Take 2 deep breaths. Good, and we're going to do camel posture. So we're going to start just by letting yourself hang back as much as possible. Then try to get a grip of the back legs of the chair and use that grip to kind of pull yourself down a bit more. So my shoulders are actually still in front of the back of the chair so that I can kind of get a little bit lower to help stretch that lower back and almost push hips forward a bit. Try to grab the back of the chair, use that grip to kind of pull yourself down a bit. Good, and release. Come back to the front, take 2 deep breaths. Good job. So now we're going to do rabbit. So, similar to how we did tortoise, we're still trying to round our forehead to knee, but first I want you to get a grip of the back of the chair. This is going to help stretch our shoulders more. So still tucking the chin, let's round down, forehead to knee. Now, keep really good posture, shoulders down and back. And if you want more of a stretch, you can kind of walk your hands down the chair a bit. And then really make sure you're keeping that good posture. We're stretching the middle back here. Good, and release. Round up the way you rounded down. Chin should untuck last. Arms down by your side. Awesome. 1 deep breath. Good, and we'll do that one more time. So start by getting a grip at the back legs of your chair, tucking the chin, rounding down, forehead to knee. And then if you want to walk your hands down a bit from there to get more of a stretch, as long as you can keep good posture, shoulders down and back, that's what's going to help get that stretch in the middle of your back, in your traps. Good, and release. Round up the way you round down. Chin untucks left. Awesome, we're almost done. We have 2 more. So separate leg stretching. So let's start right leg out. Arms overhead. We're tucking the chin and you're rounding down, trying to get forehead to knee. Now on this one, we're really trying to get the leg straight. So stretching this leg is one of the most important things.
So get forehead to knee, and then leg as straight as you can. Good, and switch. Come up the way you went there. Switch those legs. Left leg straight as you can. Tuck the chin. Rounding down to that knee. Again, bend that knee as much as you have to get the knee to the forehead, and then work on the stretch. Good, and switch. Come up the way you rounded there. Now we're going to put both legs straight out to the front, tucking the chin, rounding down, trying to get forehead to the front knees. Just get where you can today. Good, and switch. Come up the way you went down. Chin and tucks last. Arms down by your side. Awesome. Take a deep breath. And we're going through that one more time. So, right leg out as straight as you can get it. Arms overhead. Tucking the chin. We're rounding down. Forehead to knee. Switch, come up the way you went in. Switch legs, right leg comes in, left leg comes in. Tucking the chin, rounding down, forehead to knee. Good, and release. Come up the way you went in. We're going both legs straight out to the front now. Tucking the chin, rounding down, forehead to knee. Good, and switch, come up the way you went in, chin and tuck flat, feet come in, arms down by your side. Awesome, take 2 deep breaths. Good, and we have final spinal, so I'm going to flip around so that you can hear me. This one's a little harder to talk through. Okay, so this is just going to finally twist everything out. So, left leg is going to come underneath your right. So if this is as far as you can go, that's fine. If we can get further, we're going to start to pick that leg up and try to get it onto the chair so that heel's touching your right butt cheek. Yep, good job. Then you're going to bring your right leg over your left knee. Same thing, even if you were just where you're backward, that's fine. But if you can bring that right leg over the left knee. Then we're going to wrap our arm around the chair. And we're just twisting this way, using your arms to twist, yeah? Looking to the right as much as you can. Even if you're just sitting, just twist. Get that good back twist. Yeah, try to see as far as you can. Try to see the clock. Good, and release. Awesome. So start back to sitting straight normal. Now we're going to bring your right foot underneath your left. Picking it up from there as you're going further. Left leg over your right knee. And now we're twisting to your left. Now try to see the clock this way.
Good luck.
Try to see the front door, those cabinets. Good, and release. Back to the middle, take 2 deep breaths. We're going to do this one more time, and then that's it for the day. Okay, so left foot underneath that right. Right leg over the left knee. Upper body's twisting to the right.
Now wave to me, Teresa.
You can be twisting too, just twisting. Even if you don't have your legs, it's good for the neck. We don't turn our neck enough. Sometimes necks get stiff because we're not using them. We're never turning our heads. Good, and switch.
Sometimes there's no reason to. We're always using peripheral. All right, last one. Here we go. So, right foot under that left leg. Left leg over the right knee. And upper body, we're twisting to the left. Good job, and release. Awesome. Bring it back to the middle. Take a couple deep breaths. Just like that Savasana we talked about. Let's just bring everything back to normal. Heart rate back to normal. Blood flow. Awesome practice today. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.
Thank you.
Good.